Lord Church. My name is Sister Princess, and we just had an amazing church service on today. So guess what? I'm going to do the recap. Join me as we walk back through the message of today. And the message of today was equipped to stand. And Pastor Hatcher came from Ephesians chapter 6, verse 10 through 20. When you talk about putting on that full armor, we know it, and we reading it with them, right? But he broke it down for us today. He shared with us as believers that in life, we're on the battlefield. You know, he shared with us how we are in spiritual battle. However, the word has shown us how to combat that thing. He gave us 3 points in how we can equip so that we're prepared ahead of time. He shared with us how we must be equipped because the battle is real. That was the first step. Understanding that when we wrestle, that means we in close combat. Can I get an amen for that? When we're wrestling, when you think about that, it's not from far proximity, it's up close. See, because we're fighting. But what are we fighting? We're not fighting in flesh and blood. He shared with us how when we're fighting spirits in high places. Amen? And how we can attack it in our faith in battle. Equipped for the battle, we can attack in obedience. He shared how we can attack in our peace. So that one right there had already set me ablaze and I was all in. But he continued with how we can withstand. So not only are we wrestling, but we can withstand and remaining faithful. He shared with us, the notes here is good, how when we withstand, we can resist spiritual pressures. When we withstand, we can refuse to give into the enemy. It gives us assurance that God has already made a way of escape. Is that not good? But that was just one. Now we move to the number 2 point, and it speaks on how compromise is easy at times that are difficult, and how we have to let go of excuses. That's a form of compromise, and how we don't turn our back to the enemy. Amen. That's good right there. And then we went to point number 3, and point number 3 spoke on how we must be equipped because victory comes through prayer. Amen. So this is an amazing, just set me ablaze on how we combat a thing, right? And so he explained how through prayer we activate that very armor. So don't stop praying. Don't stop praying. For that's the message there at hand. The source of our strength is not in ourselves, and how we must be strong in the Lord. Amen. So in total recapping, he brought us back to be equipped to stand. Amen. What a blessing it was. Join us next week as we continue the journey. Thank you very much. God bless you all.